You're welcome to Joy News Interactive. It is the last working day for the second week of February. My name is Victor Brache, and this is Joy News Interactive. You can join us on YouTube. We are streaming live from there. If you want to contribute to our conversations on our Facebook wall and on Twitter, you can use Joy News on TV. We're also live on Joy News on Multi TV, also on GoTV and DSTV, and also at Joy News Interactive GH. So welcome back. As I said, we are also live on Joy News on Multi TV, Go TV channel 144 and DSTV channel 421. Join the conversation through Facebook and on Twitter on Joy News on TV. As I said, my name is Victor Brache. Let's settle down for the stories that we have today. Corporate Ghana, in particular, will provide the fans the anniversary with the minimum or no burden at all on the national treasury. These were the words of President Akufo-Addo when he unveiled the logo for Ghana's 60th anniversary celebration. It was at this same ceremony that he revealed the cost for the celebration, an estimated 20 million Ghana cedis. The president impressed on Ghanaians to use the celebration as a period for reflection on what makes us Ghanaians. But questions have been raised. People are asking what corporate Ghana stands to benefit, why it is costing us so much to organize Ghana at 60. We posted this on Facebook. We read a couple of your reactions. But today on the Super Morning Show, a lot of questions were raised to one of the members of the committee who raised several reasons as to why they were charging such, they were taking, or 20 million Ghana cedis were going to be, was going to be used for these particular celebrations. But we're going on our Facebook wall to read a couple of your comments when we shared a post on the wall, particularly about this celebration, how much it's going to cost us to organize the Ghana at 60. A lot of people have raised concern as to why such huge amount of money is going to be used. Others are asking whether this will benefit any other person apart from the people who are going to organize it. I'm making reference to the committee members. But Delton Everett Mensah says 20 million is fair enough. And then we have Simon who says Ghana is broke, in quotes, so where from such ostentatious amount. And we have Solomon who says, wow, Mr. President, Adain, it's too much. Some few infrastructure from the 20 million, example, school. So if 60 years is celebrated with this amount, what about 100 years? And you people are saying they should be different people. Okay, we have Men who says, I heard on TV3 this morning that the logo has been plagiarized. I not talk anything or you. All right, so we have Ajay Kofi Dennis who says, I thought the money for the celebration is not for the state coffers. So why giving wrong information? Okay, so please, let's try to leave out how it was given, because he explained everything when he launched the logo. We have Thomas Asian Kwanzaa who says, Nana came to destroy Ghana for NDC in 2020. We have Kweku Akokumsen who says, who is making giving a reaction to Enoch Ofoe who says, what's your take? And we have Enid Edinam Gala who says, the logo is cool, but the theme though. We have Kojo who says, bad logo. Jason Richmond 9 says, I dislike it. Agri Felicia says, nice and simple. Abdul Razak says, forget about the logo and let's talk about the money. And then we have Albert saying $20 million. Okay, Albert, let me correct you. It's not $20 million. It's 20 million Ghana cedis. We have Daniel Bua who says, we see it, we like it, and we love it. Some words extracts from the electoral commissioner when their logo came out. We have Kamal Dean who says, it's too much. Baba Sadiq says, meaningful. We have Adam who says, nice logo. Mahama Saibu Mumuni says, the logo is beautiful and depicts unity at 60. We have Aliu Mahama, who says, I like the logo. And then Degan Richardson says, shaking my head. Issa B. Mahmood says, politicians are the same. You have Elijah, who says, what is there to celebrate as a country? Is it political independence or economic independence? Misplaced priority, I opine. And we have Prosper Silencer, who says, hey, this is serious. And then Adams, Lalana says, plagiarized logo, laughing out loud. And we have Charles Boachi, who goes on, and you have Emmanuel Joseph Dek Opon says 4 years not far from here. And then Emmanuel says, oh my God, just 20 million, I beg, I tend to make 30 million, Abi. And we have Kalito Carl, who says, what do we make of the cost of celebration or the logo? Then White Heart Kofi Tete chosen an emoji, says, booba, booba. And then we have Daniel Ketri Kodri, who says, the logo shows we are still in the dark. You can still join us on the conversation. Send us your comment on it. We're going to read as the show goes on. It's open to your comments. But moving on, now Joy News Maso Agbagba has been speaking to some Ghanaians on what they make of the logo chosen by the committee. Let's take a look at this video.
It's totally represents Ghana with the red, yellow, and green colors, and the theme also says like mobilizing for Ghana's future. And I strongly believe that even though it looks that simple, but it's very deep. If you are mobilizing for Ghana's future, it simply means that all hands must come on deck. And then the issue of the winner takes all in Ghana must come to a stop.
Okay.
Because if you are mobilizing, you don't mobilize just from one side of the divide, you mobilize from every Ghanaian. A typical example of what the current Attorney General did, Gloria Kufu, going with the former Attorney General to represent Ghana on the issue of the Ivory Coast marine border. I think things like that should keep coming most of the time, and so that people who may not belong to a particular divide will not sit and fold their arms. And as you can really see, the logo is 3 people like holding shoulders together, right? So it simply means that everyone must come on board. And I strongly believe that if the president has accepted this logo and we are choosing this theme, it should really work. It should not just be a logo and it should not just be a theme, but we should see this reflecting in our lives as a nation. And I'm very sure if this is done, Ghana will certainly go forward, because as the chiefs will say, I dream and nipa bakutrim. So let all of us come together as Ghanaians, irrespective of where you find yourself, and we can move ahead as a country.
I think if you are to go back to history and make comparison, comparing this to the Ghana at 50 celebration, where I think about $75 million was spent, I think this is far way below that kind of cost, if you are to make that comparison. Because 20 million Ghana cedis is roughly, let's say, $5 million or something. So if you are to make that comparison, it's cool. But then I still think we could still beat down on costs. It could still be slashed down. Because, for instance, we still have some peculiar needs as a country. I think we haven't advanced so much that we can spend money, so much money on celebration. So I think we're in this country when a school building recently collapsed and killed some pupils. Now the question is, how much will it cost to put down a structure, you know, for pupils, you know, to educate them, to impact some knowledge into them? The question is, how much? Is this going to be up to that $5 million? And if we have to put up school structures, how many can we even put up? And then if you have to probably drill some boreholes, how much will a borehole cost? How many communities can get boreholes out of this $5 million? So left with...
Stephen, private sector going to cater for the cost of 20 million Ghana cedis. Do you have a problem with that?
Okay, for me, a problem I'll have is I think, as the saying goes, no gift is absolutely free. So now the question is, if private sectors are going to come in, are they coming in hoping to get something in return? And if they are going to get something in return, is it going to be in such a way they are going to end up milking the state? You know, so I think it's a good idea if they are going to invest into it for free. It's going to save Ghana money eventually. But the question is, are they doing it absolutely free, expecting nothing?
So let's move away from the 20 million Ghana cedis that we are all talking about, and let's go straight to the United States of America. You see, when Trump has been fighting all his life, you remember before he was being introduced to be a possible candidate for the Republicans, they fought against that idea. When he was heading or leading or representing the Republicans, he was being fought against, and he kept winning. Step by step, he won against Hillary Clinton, became the U.S. president. But now, I think he has come to a place where the chessboard, the players that he's using and everything that he's doing in his possible best is now going down the dip. But President Donald Trump has taken a swipe as the judges of the U.S. courts who refused to reinstate his executive order banning refugees and restricting travel to the U.S. from 7 Muslim majority countries. The court rejected the administration's claim that it did not have the authority to review the president's executive order. Federal and local law enforcement agencies have increased protection for the judges involved amid threats against more than one of them as tensions ran high over the decision. Should President Trump give up on his move? We're going to read a couple of your comments on Facebook. You can keep sending your thoughts about this particular story. But first, let's read what Prince Nuruddin Bawumia sent to us 54 minutes ago. He says Donald Trump would be tough and nicer than Obama. Banning those 7 Islamic countries indicates his position of being biased and discriminatory against the Muslims. Democracy isn't about biased selection of countries. And we have Nana Ojiri, who says America has proven that irrespective of who you are and your executive powers, state institutions must work. And then indeed, a nation that believes in the rule of law. And we have Simon, who says it's not surprising at all. The American people were very much aware of all these policies and voted for Trump. The man is simply fulfilling his campaign promises. So why cry foul? And we have Apana Charles, who says this man is very courageous. And we have Ayub Buba, who says this will lead to nowhere. So that's what's happening in the U.S. As of yesterday. Some judges, appealed against Trump's decision on banning some 7 Islamic states from entering the U.S. We're going for a short break. When we come back, we have more for you.